The procession is coming into the arena in alphabetical order of the graduates. By the time they receive their certificates, they become graduates of VICBHE Module 7. They will become alumni of VICBHE, and I think we should have like an insignia which they put on their chest, not on the chest, on the lapel pin, like the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. We should have something like that. We are now looking at the U and then the Z members, graduates. These are the facilitators. You wonder how your results come out so quickly. These are the grading facilitators. We have 105 of them. And we have also in alphabetical order, we have AGC Stratcom members. This is the last tier of the procession. Our Vice Chancellor, the chairperson of the Committee of Vice Chancellors, Professor Ilushola Oyewole, our Honorable Minister, Professor Rukayat Ahmed Rufai, Facilitator General, our AS. So that's it. All right. By the program, Professor Muniolu Aleni, what's next?
We'll call to order.
Please proceed quickly.
Your Excellencies, permit me to call the graduation ceremony to order. Your Excellencies, Acting Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Mr. Christopher Mayaki, the Secretary General, Association of African Universities, Professor Ilushola Oyewole, the Vice Chancellor, National Open University of Nigeria, and the co-host of VICBHE, Professor Olufemi Peters, the immediate past Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, His Excellency, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, the CCMAS Capacity Building Project Coordinator, Her Excellency, Professor Rukayat Ahmed Rufai, the Chairperson, Committee of Vice Chancellors, Professor Lilian Salami, members of Stratcom of the National Universities Commission, Director and Facilitator General of VICBHE, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola, OFR, the Convocation Lecturer and Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology in Ogun State, Professor Abayomi Arigabu, members of the Academic Board of VICBHE, grading facilitators of VICBHE and the technical team, special guests of honor, VICBHE Module 7 participants, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great delight that I welcome you to this special occasion of the convocation ceremony of the 3-month-long training course on the practical skills for delivering the CCMAS in an online environment that commenced since the 14th of June 2023. I am sure the Vice Chancellors of the respective universities and their representatives are quite excited with this achievement and are set to move to the next phase. We must congratulate the CCMAS Capacity Building Project Coordinator, Her Excellency, the former Minister of Education of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Rukayat Ahmed Rufai, for this great feat. We may please note that we have registered from across the universities in Nigeria and the NUC participants in this training. We are delighted to have individual award winners category and institutional category, which the Facilitator General shall unravel to us during this ceremony. Participants who made their universities proud with their average score of not lower than Distinction Plus and with the top 10 scores across the participating universities shall be commended along with their respective universities during this ceremony. Today's graduation ceremony promises to be exciting, and it is the first of its kind where both participants and their respective institutions shall be complementarily honored. As usual, our indefatigable Facilitator General and Director of VICBHE, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola, shall take us through this. And may please inform us that we want to stick to time. I will be drawing your attention to it once you are close to the end of your time so that we can move to the next activity. On this note, let me also thank our hosts that have supported us all the while and now invite the Registrar of VICBHE, Mrs. Wusilat Ainoda, to take us through the graduation ceremony.
Thank you very much, our Deputy Facilitator General Administration. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, next on the program is welcome remarks by our Facilitator General. It is therefore my honor and privilege to invite our highly esteemed Director and Facilitator General, VICBHE, Professor Emeritus Peter A. Okebukola, OFR, to give the welcome remarks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In 3 weeks, which will be exactly 3 weeks tomorrow, about 500 participants started this interesting journey. As Professor Monioluwa Olaniyi, the Deputy Facilitator General Administration of VICBHE said, we had a very exciting session. We had several practicals. It was a practically oriented training. We started with a video lesson on things worth knowing about open and distance learning. And as you can see on the screen, we had practical 1, which is setting up your general class website using Google Sites. Practical 2, developing the course outline for a topic in the CCMAS in your discipline and uploading to your general class website. Practical 3, setting up your class virtual learning environment using Moodle. Practical 4, customizing Moodle in your CCMAS class virtual learning environment. Practical 5, Practical 6, Practical 7, Practical 8, Practical 9, Practical 10. Additional to these practicals, we had 2 discussion forums. We had a special event, and we had a very comprehensive end of module examination. And of course, as it is typical for all VICBHE training, you had a project, end of course project. As you can see from this cartoon that I developed before the course started, you see the 2 people, the 2 scholars who just completed our training. The training has not been easy, but all's well that ends well. As we can now, all the participants can now develop a CCMAS class website using Google Sites. They can now install and customize Moodle in their class learning, virtual learning environments. They can enroll students for their CCMAS courses. They can produce and upload their lesson videos. I found that quite exciting. They could set up discussion forums, quizzes, and all other Moodle-based activities. They could set up a live class on Zoom, Google Meet, YouTube. They could do a lot more. 3 months of action. So we said all is well that has ended well. For those that will end or that have earned Distinction Plus, they have to score 90% of the total marks to end that grade. For distinction, 80 to 89%, credit 70 to 79, and the rest as you can see on the screen. Meaning that if you score anything less than 50%, then you will not earn the VICBHE certificate. So who are those that have earned it? 90 participants earned Distinction Plus. 92 earned distinction. 57 credit. 40 participants earned the merit certificate. And 27 the pass certificate. As you can see, the entire training anchored on using Moodle. So we found that practicals 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9 were all on Moodle. So we now have a team of participants who can now implement the Moodle platform. And so it's 2 for the price of 1. The 294 participants will now earn the Moodle proficiency certificate. So, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we had 205 universities participate in the program, and the vice chancellors nominated 3 staff, one being the DICT and the other 2 from, and I'm very pleased to know that only 4 of these universities did not had participants who failed to participate to join in the training. The overall idea, as you notice from the next steps that I'll be rendering, is that these are we've done train the trainers. So these are trainers who will then go to their universities to train the other staff, and happily, we're glad to know that these participants have set up training platforms for their universities. So on this note, I'd like to welcome you to join the Deputy Facilitator General to welcome you to this event. Thank you, Madam Registrar. Back to you.
Thank you very much, our Facilitator General, sir. Moving on to the next item on the program, Your Excellencies, I will now respectfully invite VICBHE co-hosts for 7 consecutive training modules, our distinguished Vice Chancellor, National Open University of Nigeria now, Professor Olufemi Peters, to kindly deliver his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Registrar of VICBHE, Your Excellencies, the Executive Secretary, being represented here acting by Mr. Chris Meyaki, the Chairperson of the Committee of Vice Chancellors, Professor Lilian Salami, the Secretary General of the Association of African Universities, the Facilitator General, our own distinguished Professor Emeritus, Peter Okebukola, OFR, my colleagues, Vice Chancellor, who are here present, the distinguished former Minister of Education, our own dear Ajia, Professor Rukaya Pipa Ahmed, my colleagues, the faculty staff of VICBHE, the graduates of today, 294 of you, fantastic. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say good afternoon to all. On behalf of Senate and management staff of the National Open University of Nigeria, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Module 7 of the Virtual Institute for Capacity Building in Higher Education. VICBHE, for those of us who may not be aware of it, is the baby of the National Universities Commission through their advisory body called STRATCOM. This baby has been in collaboration with the National Open University of Nigeria for some time now to deliver very impactful modules in order to be able to enhance the productivity of our colleagues in the tertiary institutions. I want to thank the Facilitator General, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola, who has made this collaboration between NOUN and VICBHE and STRATCOM and NUC very possible and extremely fruitful. For the graduates, 294 of you, it's a wonderful thing to know that you have gone through this experience, and I want to congratulate you for this worthy attainment of another special skill set, indeed a very important skill set. And I hope you'll be able to transfer the knowledge that you have gained to your work schedules and also to your colleagues at your respective universities. As the Facilitator General said, this has involved 3 participants from every universities, and we expect that in multiply effect, many of our academic staff in the Nigerian universities will be proud to say that they can manage the Moodle platform. Following the conclusion of this module, I have received many appreciations and thankful notes from many of you. I want to thank you for this. And I want to reiterate how we at National Open University of Nigeria are very proud and happy to be associated with these module trainings. It is but a small contribution of ours to national capacity development in our tertiary educational sector. We view this as a very important contribution in terms of providing the IT infrastructure, providing the facilitators. I might want to say for the facilitator general himself, and then providing the funding. But it has been a wonderful journey so far, and I want to wish all of you a very successful transfer of skill. Finally, on behalf of Senate and management staff of the university, I wish to congratulate the NUC, indeed the NUC, on the successful birthing of the CCMAS, which we now have as our benchmark for all our programs in the Nigerian university sector. We wish to reiterate our support to this, and we avail the NUC of our participation at all times. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Thank you so very much, sir, our Vice Chancellor. As is being shared on the program, the next item is addressed by CCMAS Capacity Building Project Coordinator. And I have the privilege to specially invite Her Eminence, Professor Rukayatu Ahmed Rufai, former Minister of Education, Nigeria, member of the NUC Strategy Advisory Committee, STRATCOM, and the coordinator, CCMAS Capacity Building Project, to deliver her address. You have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of this extremely important training, which is part of the commitment of the National Universities Commission to support the efficient implementation of the CCMAS. The development of the CCMAS, which has been globally acclaimed, is part of the commitment to enhancing the capacities of Nigerian universities to take center stage towards 21st century higher education, research, and community services. With this, our universities will be in position to support national development, competitive advantage, and greater dynamism of the society. Before going on, I would like to pay tribute to those who have been very central to the development of this important document. First is Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, who is the star of the Nigerian university system, who right from assumption of office prioritized commitment to transforming Nigerian universities. Through his leadership, the Nigerian university system witnessed tremendous coordinated progress, a testament to his known approach to working collectively for the greater good of all the universities. Our own dear Professor Peter Okebukola, the chairman of the Strategic Advisory Committee of the NUC, coordinated the development of the CCMAS, as well as other strategic approaches aimed at supporting the implementation of the curriculum. His consistent focus and direction is very exemplary and made it possible for targets to be met. I would like to also pay tribute to our late colleague, Professor Anime Briggs, who sadly passed on soon after the formal unveiling of the CCMAS. This training program concludes the second of the Train the Trainers program aimed at enhancing the effectiveness of the implementation of the CCMAS. The first, which had the directors of academic planning and two other nominees from the universities, was aimed at enhancing the effective implementation of the CCMAS. This second training program, with the directors of ICT and other two officials, was aimed at training university staff on the development of virtual learning environments. This is very crucial in the light of the central role of technology in the delivery of quality education. It enables greater interaction among the lecturers and the students. Monitoring of the training has highlighted the importance of technology integration and the need for all staff to have the capacity to develop virtual learning environments. These programs brought together hundreds of colleagues from all the Nigerian universities to help in preparing for the implementation of the CCMAS for the greater good of the Nigerian university system and the society. The second training, which was completely online, was as usual delivered by our own Professor Okebukola. He used a level that was very convenient for every participant to follow. It was highly interactive with practical assignments and discussion groups that enable greater interaction and share of ideas among the participants. Materials from the training program are being meticulously collated for future reference. We continue to appreciate Professor Okebukola for his time and sacrifice toward the success of the training programs. I would like to urge all participants to ensure that these trainings are passed on to other staff of the universities as they are meant to. Universities must also put in place the necessary facilities and plans to ensure continuous development of staff in the utilization of technology in teaching and learning. Note that monitoring of the training across the universities are being carried out to ensure efficient implementation. I must also thank the NUC and its management for the support and commitment to this, and also the National Open University of Nigeria. Of particular mention is the Acting Executive Secretary, Mr. Chris Meyaki, and the Deputy Executive Secretary, Academics, Dr. Noel Biodin Saliu, as well as the staff of the Commission. And of course, STATCOM members and other resource persons that have ensured the efficient delivery of the training program. Once again, I congratulations to all, and I'm looking forward to your passing the knowledge down to your colleagues, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Sir.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
We thank you, Ma, for your address. And permit me to join our Deputy Facilitator General Administration to thank you so much for your commitment and at ensuring the success of VICBHE. Thank you very much, Ma. Now it's time for goodwill messages. At junction, may I respectfully invite His Eminence Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, the freshly eminent past Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, for his goodwill message. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. He is here speaking. His voice I captured yesterday. He called he's away with the immediate past Minister of Education. He called me from the UK yesterday, and he said I should give his warmest regards to all participants, his warmest regards and congratulations to all participants, and to say how delighted he is that the CCMAS train is moving on at a very good pace, and that he wishes you all well as you train the others in the universities, both with the online, the virtual mode, and also for the on-site mode. And he asked that I should specially thank Her Excellency Professor Rukayat Ahmed Rufai for coordinating the training program. So that is the goodwill message from His Academic Eminence, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, Baba Rashid himself. Thank you.
Thank you.
We thank him, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to humbly invite Mr. Christopher J. Mayaki, the Acting Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, NUC, to deliver his goodwill message. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Masulat. Thank you very much, our Facilitator General, our leader, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola. Thank you very much, our coordinator. Thank you very much, all the men and women that have worked remotely and directly to put this together on behalf of a truly grateful National Universities Commission, and by extension, as we always flaunt, the 265 universities that currently make up the Nigerian university space. It is with a deep sense of pride and fulfillment that I join the proud graduates, I join their families and well-wishers to congratulate them on the occasion of this graduation ceremony. So much has been said about the CCMAS. This is the culmination of years and months of intensive work in a multi-stakeholder collegiate involving experts and academics drawn from the Nigerian university system to put together what we now consider to be fit for purpose that curriculum that will take Nigeria, that will make our educational brand competitive, relevant to some of the dictates of globalization. As we all know, curriculum and benchmarking is at the heart, is the mainstay of university regulation. It is that yardstick that you can measure the amount of progress that you have continued to make, whether you are relevant, whether you are outdated. And I want to use this occasion to say that this ceremony is taking place at a time when we have barely 2 weeks or so to this ceremony is heralding the much-awaited colloquium that is being convened by the National Universities Commission, which is slated for the 23rd of this month. And we hope that at this colloquium, we will put together that final notch that will lead to the eventual unraveling, that we will activate the CCMAS, so that we can, get it as part and parcel of the, the new admission season. We congratulate each and every one of us, but special recognition will have to be made in favor of Professor Peter Okebukola, whose passion, whose incredible dedication to the course of higher education in Nigeria, in Africa, and to the world knows no bound. So on behalf of the National Universities Commission, we congratulate each and every one of you. We re-echo our commitment to quality, to modern, high-tech, and purposeful curriculum, because that's the mainstay of university regulation. And we look forward to hosting, all stakeholders on the 23rd of August, so that we can finally push, and implement the CCMAS ahead of the admission that is impending. And I thank you for the opportunity. And congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency, Ambassador Chris. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I'm leading a party of vice chancellors at a public hearing at the National Assembly. I've just come to one of the corridors, so I apologize if I've had any hitches here and there. And I will just rush back to the hall. And I congratulate you. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We thank you very much, sir, for taking our time to deliver your goodwill message. Permit me now to warmly invite Professor Lilian Salami, the second female and current Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin, and also the chairperson, Committee of Vice Chancellors, CVC, to deliver her goodwill message. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Professor Lilian Salami is unable to join us. She sent a message. She's among the vice chancellors that are now appearing in the National Assembly.
She's here. Yes, she's actually speaking. Her.
I know you are representing her. Please just don't interrupt me. I know you are representing her, but I'd like to let Your Excellencies know that she sent me a message that she's not able to join us, but that Professor Ray Ozolwa, who is Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, will be representing us. So, Professor Ozolwa, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished professors, and in particular, the revered Professor Peter Okebukola.
Thank you,
Please
sir.
permit me to align with the protocol already established. My principal is away for no less important reason, which Dr. Chris Mayake has stated. Let me quickly read her address. I appreciate the invitation to be special guest of honor during the graduation ceremony of 47 practical skills for delivering CCMAS in an online environment of the Virtual Institute for Capacity Building in Higher Education. I appreciate the organizers of this all-important training, especially the project coordinator and the facilitator general, for your sacrifice, as well as the NUC for coordinating the batting of the CCMAS. On behalf of the Committee of Vice Chancellors at my university, the University of Benin, I congratulate the university community in Nigeria and for all the hard work done so far. Much work has been done by various universities in Nigeria to develop the 30% local CCMAS addition. I am sure the challenge is in processing the huge submission will not delay the implementation. This is the reason for commending the various training seminars at all levels for the teaching of the CCMAS. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, online delivery has become important. While there are practical skills common to delivery for both online and in-person delivery of CCMAS, there are those that are peculiar to online delivery. The rapid growth in student population and in technology, coupled with the paucity of funds available to run universities, online delivery is important today, and it is for the future. Apart from being relevant to teaching large classes, it will improve inclusiveness, accessibility, and affordability of quality education. The challenges for the universities include acquiring adequate and efficient platform, the bandwidth, remote teaching tools, and the power, given limited and fragmented resources. The other challenge is adequacy and competence of practical skills for online delivery. We need to adequately prepare teachers for adopting the new CCMAS system in our universities. Our staff and students must adopt and adapt to the CCMAS paradigm shift. We must therefore congratulate all the graduating participants of this module. You have worked hard. The university, what is left is for you, your DAPs and chairman of Senate of university to train others in your various universities to ensure the effective and efficient delivery. So on behalf of the chairperson CVC of Nigeria Universities, Professor Lilian Salami, I congratulate everyone, and to doff my hat, even though I'm not wearing it, for the revered Professor Okebukola.
Thank you, sir.
When I grow up, I will be like you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Ray. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Ray Ozolwa, for delivering the goodwill message on behalf of Professor Lilian Salami. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will now humbly invite Professor Olushola Oyewole, the Secretary General, Association of African Universities, a very special friend of VICBHE, and former Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Agriculture, Okebukola, to give his goodwill message. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Association of African Universities, Accra, Ghana, I want to congratulate the graduates of this module of the Virtual Institute for Capacity Building in Higher Education, which is focused on practical skills for the delivery of CCMAS in an online environment. We are proud of the curricular re-engineering being carried out by the National University Commission through the instrument of the CCMAS. Ladies and gentlemen, today's higher education space demands that institutions re-strategize to produce graduates with the skills and competencies for today's place of work. I believe that this is one of the goals of this CCMAS. Let me appreciate the Facilitator General, who is also the AAU Ambassador for Higher Education in Africa, distinguished Emeritus Professor Peter Okebukola. We are glad and we are proud of the great work you are doing for Nigeria, and we look forward, indeed you've started it, to you extending the concept of the CCMAS to all universities in Africa. I also want to appreciate our boss, Professor Adamu Rashid, who is unavoidably absent, and also the current acting executive secretary of the National University Commission, Chris Mayaki, and indeed to also appreciate the great work being done by the National University Commission of Nigeria, the biggest higher education institution in Africa, Professor Peter Olufemi Peters. We appreciate you all. And last, let me also thank the CCMAS project coordinator, Professor Ikayat Ahmed Rufai, for your support for this great initiative. We are proud of what you are doing, and we are connected to Professor Peter Okebukola, and I believe that very soon, what is happening in Nigeria now will be extended to all countries in Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Cheers.
VICBHE is indeed thankful for all the goodwill messages received. The next item on the program is the convocation address. On this note, kindly permit me to respectfully invite the guest speaker for today's occasion, Professor Abayomi Adelaja Aribabu, Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Ogun State, to deliver the convocation address for today's graduation ceremony titled The Power of Blending On-Site and Online Delivery in the Successful Implementation of the CCMAS. You may wish Professor Aribabu is a professor researcher in science and technology, education, and mathematics. Before now, he was a former vice chancellor of Tai Sholerin University of Education, Ijagun, Jebode, Ogun State. You have the floor, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me observe the protocols as earlier established. But I have to appreciate distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola, who is the Facilitator General, and I recognize Mr. Chris Meyake and former Honorable Minister of Education, Professor Rufai.
We cannot see you, sir. I reckon you're still having a challenge with your video. We cannot see you, but please carry on because time is moving up. Yeah.
Yes. Can you see me now, sir?
No, we cannot. Yeah, we cannot. But please go on.
Can you see me now?
No. Or can anybody see our convocation lecturer?
No, I think he's hidden.
Yeah,
you may just continue, sir.
Because of the time, because we are running very late now. Yeah, please continue. We cannot see you, but please go on.
Yes, I actually want to thank you for inviting me to deliver this convocation lecture. I've tried to put on my screen. I hope you can see the screen.
We can, yes.
Okay, good. The title of this convocation lecture, and let me say that I appreciate Facilitator General very much. What he is doing in the Nigerian university system is actually unquantifiable, and for me, it's an asset to not to Nigeria alone, even to the world. Thank you very much, sir. The title of the lecture is the power of blending online delivery in successful implementation of the CCMAS. As we all know, with the advent of introduction of technology into teaching and learning, long time ago anyway, but for us in Nigeria, it took a while before it became something very popular. Maybe no thanks to COVID. Delivery can actually be totally online, it can be physical. When we have a mix of the two, we talk about blended. According to the University of Illinois, anyway, so many people actually have their definitions, but they describe a lecture that will be regarded as online to be at least more than 80% totally online, while the physical one will actually be more than 80% physical. The blended one will be considered to be something in between the two, that is mixing the two together. We can actually have a sort of intersection between 30 to 80% content delivery online. We all know that technology adoption has become the in thing. Even in Nigeria, where it took a while before the thing now became so popular. But it's so popular now that even the market women know about online delivery, virtual thing. They say we have Zoom meeting. Everybody knows about that now. So it's no longer news that introduction and implementation of technology is actually a major disruptor, and it has come to stay in teaching and learning. Whether we like it or not, there is always a problem with people accepting change. Talk about change management, but we must begin to view ourselves as change agents with passion, courage, and willpower, so that we can actually drive this, particularly in the delivery of the CCMAS. Without necessarily going into defining terms and so on, I look at the benefits of blended learning. Of course, we see that it enables educational institutions to extend the reach to a larger population. If a lecturer had to teach maybe students, probably the maximum would be the number of students that the classroom will contain. Look at what is happening today. This program organized by for us, actually we had over 600 participants, and it will have been an equivalent task putting all of us together, even with all the other issues that will come along with it. Some people will be in their bedroom, some people will be on the street. Look at Chris Mayaki. He told us the other time that he was actually at a Senate. He was able to also participate in this program. So, blended learning actually gives that opportunity of increased access and reach. So, same thing is about flexibility and personalization. It offers flexibility in pace and learning style, and also caters to different learning preferences and helps students engage with the curriculum in a way that suits their individual needs. And also, we can talk about cost effectiveness. When you talk about on-site delivery, you want to think in terms of structures, like buildings, classrooms, and all other associated costs that will actually be put in place before you can deliver lecture. You can actually have students to sit and listen to the lecturer. With online delivery, actually reduces or even eliminates this cost, and the blended approach optimizes resource utilization, because it's only situations where we need special face-to-face engagements that will require you actually having maybe face-to-face physical interaction. So it's same detail for continuous professional development. Blending online, on-site and online delivery can support professional development for teachers and administrators involved in the implementation of the CCMAS. On-site delivery allows for workshops, training sessions, and collaborative discussion among educators. And this enables them to deepen their understanding of the curriculum, exchange best practices, and address challenges collectively. Online delivery complements this by providing a platform for ongoing professional development, such as webinars, online courses, and virtual community of practice. This ensures that educators have access to updated resources, research-based strategies, and also opportunities for growth throughout the implementation process. Of course, there is the aspect of monitoring and evaluation. We talk about skills, also skill acquisition. It enables their skills development and then encourages educators to get comfortable with facilitating online virtual digital learning.
We request you to take 3 more minutes, sir.
Yes, I'm almost finished. Then we talk about borderless partnership and the global best practices, as well as gamification. With gamification, normally this is what people usually use even in marketing and so on. Teachers and lecturers actually can use this during their classes, set up polls and quizzes and so on and so forth. Now I look at the challenges. There is massive challenge. We have massive challenges as a result of the this initiative that we have brought into education. However, no matter how huge these challenges may be, we can actually surmount these challenges. And I say here, to derive full utility from the CCMAS capacity building project, we must commit ourselves to seeking solutions to arising challenges through research, collaboration, and information exchange. And I go on to also highlight some of these. It requires students to be tech savvy, and there is problem of a poor infrastructure and higher workload. There is the impact on human interaction and poor coordination. Of course, I give some ideas of how some of these problems will actually be overcome. There is the need to leverage on mobile technology. We talk about e-learning, we also talk about m-learning, that's mobile learning. So, of course, we need to adopt an agile methodology and also interactive delivery. You know, when we talk about online teaching and learning, there is always this problem about development of soft skills by learners, but we can actually be intentional about development of soft skills and by having what we call frequent feedbacks. And then, of course, we need to plan, take control of the person, uncertainties and eventualities. That the CCMAS course is an example to emulate. If we look at how this training was delivered by Professor Okebukola, I mean, we have an example that we can actually emulate. The on-site and the online part of it, despite my busy schedule, I was able to participate in all the practicals 1 to 10. So that wouldn't have been possible if we have not used this approach. So in conclusion, I say the power of blending on-site and online delivery lies in its ability to increase access, flexibility, and cost-effectiveness while supporting continuous professional development and effective monitoring of the implementation process. By leveraging the benefits of both delivery methods, the successful implementation of the core curriculum minimum academic standards in Nigeria can be enhanced, leading to improved educational outcome and opportunities for students across the country. And my final word is that this program represents a step in the right direction. Let us all be steadfast in our desire to drive this change. Never forget, pay it forward. We should never forget to pay it forward. I want to thank you all for listening to me. Thank you and God bless.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Madam Registrar?
Registrar?
Looks like internet
okay,
field.
you take over. You take over. You take over.
Please take note that we are going to be giving 1 minute each.
Yeah, we are presenting the certificates now, certificates and awards. So that's back to Dr. Adesina.
Registrar?
No. She's not in the room, I think. Dr. Adesina, please take over. Oh, she's back. Okay, let's have the presentation now. 2:40. We're running late.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's now time and awards.
Yeah, go on, please.
And I'll
yeah, Dr. Adesina, please play the video. Play the video, Dr. Adesina. Go on. Yeah. Yeah, these are the graduates who earned Distinction Plus in alphabetical order of names. Congratulations. So this is a certificate for the distinction, pass with distinction in the training course on this. So these are the distinction earning graduates in alphabetical order. Yeah, credit earning graduates in alphabetical order. Abdul Karim Habib all the way. They will have credit Oranu and and the rest you can see on the screen. For the merit earning graduates, we have the following. We have the following for merit. Yeah, let's in alphabetical order. The merit earning, then the pass earning. Yeah, the certificate of basic proficiency in Moodle. For those that have successfully implemented practicals 3, 4, 5, and the rest that were announced earlier in alphabetical order of names. Moodle proficiency up to Zebo, BP, Isaac. Congratulations.
Module 7 outstanding participants. They will speak on their experiences during the course of the training, and we crave their indulgence to each observe the allotted time of 1 minute. Thank you. I kindly invite Omotayo, Best Overall Participant, National Universities Commission, to give her brief remarks. Thank you.
Good afternoon, distinguished professors and the graduating students of the VICBHE Module 7.
That is a 2012.
Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. We are gathered here to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the successful completion of our VICBHE training Module 7. The journey has been a stimulating and impactful one. Through this training, I have gained the knowledge and tools to deliver the CCMAS through the virtual learning environment using Moodle. My sincere gratitude goes to the National Nigeria for making their platform open to us for free. I also want to express my deep appreciation to the facilitator and his team for their dedication to the development of soft skills in the lives of the academics in the Nigerian university system. Thank you, and may the Almighty God reward your efforts. Finally, I appreciate the National Universities Commission for nominating me to be part of the Module 7 training. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Omotayo. Next is Mohammed
Now, she is the best participant among the 30 participants that were nominated by the ESNUC for this training. So please go on, registrar.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Next is Mohammed Mao, Federal University, Tertiary, Best Overall Participant, Federal Universities. Please.
Thank you very much. It's my singular privilege to speak at this on behalf and I want to express our sincere gratitude generally in person of English for his enthusiasm towards vote making. But practical skills, CCMAS online environment is very central in the training is beyond training is beyond the 500 participant training, but it multiply effect training the entire Nigerian university step down training carried out and to this. The project coordinator, despite her tight schedule, stick to all programs and participate, encourage all of us to participate. We cannot thank her enough. And our
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The time is up. Yes, okay. Next person.
Yes, please. I now invite Ahmed Lawan Abdul Malik, Kano University of Science and Technology, Best Overall Participant, State Universities, to give his remarks.
So, thank you very much for giving opportunity. And let me stand on the already established protocols. My name is Dr. Abdul Malik Ahmed Lawan, and to our distinguished colleagues and fellow participants, I say good day to you all. Today marks an important milestone in our journey to learning and growth and I was gathered here to celebrate our success for completing this. I am both honored and humbled to address you all. Almost, I would like to extend appreciation to my Vice Chancellor, Professor Musa Tukuri, me to present University, Aliko Dangote University of Science and Technology in this important assignment. My profound gratitude to the Facilitator General, Professor Peter Okebukola, for taking us through
Thank you.
for
Thank
education.
you. Thank you. Ahmed,
Also,
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Onova Christopher, Achievers University, Best Overall Participant, Private Universities.
Thank you very much. Permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. I'm honored to be here today to share my experience in the VICBHE Module 7 training. I would like to start by thanking God for the gift of life. It was a great opportunity. I thank God and the others for the training and opportunity given unto us to in this. The training was rigorous, but I also discovered that it's also very rewarding. We learned a lot the aspect of delivering the CCMAS in the online environment. I was particularly impressed by the hands-on training received. I'm grateful for the opportunity to participate in the training. I'd like to thank the Facilitator General, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola, and Professor Additional for their incredible guidance and support. What really made the journey exceptional was the enthusiasm each one of them brought to the table.
Thank you.
We overcame challenges.
Thank you, Onova. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
May I invite Obasi Rosemary, Benson Idahosa University, most committed VICBHE participant, female, to give her remarks.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. This training experience has etched a permanent place in my heart as it coincided with a day of special significance. My mother's burial day video. The investment of this training is rooted in the value of the skills and knowledge freely given, which would have been costly otherwise. Besides the certificates, this program has endowed us with diverse proficiencies, from creating class virtual learning, Zoom, Google Meet, YouTube, and even launching YouTube 7 significant is on this module 7 compared to other modules by VICBHE should be tagged end of discussion. But knowing the substance that our Facilitator General is made of,
thank you so much.
It won't be surprising to witness module 8 and others.
Sorry, that's all we can take. Thank you. I now respectfully invite Professor Abrayomi Maribagu, Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, both committed VICBHE participant male, to give his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again, Professor Okebukola. I'm actually not originally part of the participants, but I had to join on in all the practice, notwithstanding my task schedule as a commissioner. I learned so much. Despite my background in technology, I still learned so much to the extent that I even had to call on some occasion Professor Okebukola for bringing this to the Nigerian university system. And I'm sure the Nigerian university system will be better for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Last, and in no way the least, I warmly invite Iwara Fomomo, Havila University, best overall participant, VICBHE Module 7, to give his remarks. Thank you.
All right. Apparently, it's not in the room. So we'll just proceed with the next item. Registrar, please go on. It's not in the room.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, our standing participants. Next is the next steps, which will be taken by distinguished Professor and Assistant Facilitator General, VICBHE.
Thank you very much,
Emeritus
Registrar.
Peter
Thank you.
Okebukola.
The next
Yes,
steps,
sir. Yes, sir.
as I narrated earlier, although Professor Rosemary Obasi, the superlative DAP of Bessie Dausa University, this is end of discussion. Now, discussion continues. We will continue with other modules. We are approaching TED Fund to support the continuation of VICBHE module 7. But for this, for VICBHE, but for this particular module, we are continuing with training the others. We have succeeded in training about 300 of you. So those that have been trained will now have to go and train the others in their universities. And as I also mentioned during the course of my opening remarks, a number of the universities, actually about 90% of the universities have started doing that, setting up the courses for their staff, and so everything is going on quite well. So we will expect that in the next 3 weeks, will be about concluding the training of those in our universities. So thank you. These will be the next steps. Back to you, Registrar. Back to you, Registrar. You are muted. You are muted.
Finally, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the ceremony. On behalf of management and
so
academic
it is
board
the
of
minister, it's our minister who is the coordinator that will have to close the ceremony, and then there will be a recession.
Okay,
if you
sir.
check your time now, you'll find that it is 2:59. So this is VICBHE. We abide with time. We are very delighted that we said it's going to be 1 hour, and now we're just approaching the 1 hour mark. I think you need to invite Registrar. Please invite our honorable minister who's coordinating this training to close the graduation ceremony.
Thank you, sir. May I humbly invite our honorable minister, our mommy, Professor Rukayat, to kindly close the ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. While appreciating everybody, especially our very own, our dear Facilitator General, including the participants who
Yeah, some network challenge, ma'am.
should thank everybody.
Thank you very much, ma'am. May we now stand for the recession of the procession. Thank you. Dr. Adeshino, please.
Yeah, just by way of some announcement as we close. Just by way of some announcement as we close, if you can hear me, because there will appear to be some challenge with connectivity. Professor Olani, can you hear me now? Professor Olani, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Loud and very clear.
We can hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mama. Now, immediately after this ceremony, your certificates will be issued. Trust us in VICBHE. Before nightfall, night will fall at midnight today. Before nightfall, you will get your certificates for module 7, and you get your certificates if you have earned it for module. If you don't get a certificate by noon tomorrow, please send us a mail, and we will do what we should do. So congratulations, one and all. And then we have recession, and maybe Professor Adewale, Dr. Adewale Additional will want to take us through the recession.